Hello.
Afternoon.
I was going to try to say something, but I forget what I was going to say.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody in the PM? Missy Jessie, abso-frickin-lutely. Hippie Grandma, Dobby Ween, Miss Tonge, Victoria Burgess, Danielle Chambliss.
I'm glad you're reading the names. I would not be able to.
You'd have butchered half that shit. You'd have been like, Mary.
Oh, hush.
We'd have got to the fifth one about 8:30.
Yeah, it's weird who they give college degrees to nowadays. People that can't even freaking read. Right.
Fill it in, man. You're awful wild for a Friday night. This is Friday Night Lights, ain't it?
Yeah, you can get through a lot with spell check. I'm not the best speller, as y'all know.
Yeah.
Thanks to spell check.
Spell check's made my biggest talent obsolete.
Been able to spell. Right.
Don't do me no good now. And I'll even have spell check like change my shit because I think it thinks I'm talking about something I'm not.
Right.
And screw it up for me when I'm right. You're Taylor up there slamming doors.
Mm-hmm.
God, these kids, man. It ain't shutting apparently unless it's on the opposite side of the door frame.
Yeah.
You used to couldn't get them shut a door. Now they slam everything they see, don't they?
Yep.
Roll through his house. Hey, there's a door. It looks like it needs slammed. Bang. You guys look great. Thank you, Miss Wing.
Thank you. Of course, they don't shut the doors that need shut and then shut the doors that don't need shut. Usually that's what they do.
Yeah. So. God, we need to run one by y'all. What do you do when your water dispenser on your fridge freezes up 24/7?
Yeah, we took everything out and defrosted it twice. And it keeps doing it, and it's a pain. I've lost ice cream and a bunch of stuff. It's like it's defrosting and it's not freezing. We unfreeze everything. It works, then it freezes back. We turned everything down. I don't know what else to do.
Me and Brandy are kind of thrifty, but the fridge, we put a lot into that. And it looks like it's going to be the biggest piece of shit. I'm not happy about the fridge.
It's a Samsung. It has a 10-year warranty.
Yeah, we need to get them out here and ask them what's up because I'm just perplexed by the bullshit.
Yeah. Anybody else have that issue? I know we're here to talk about true crime, but hey, it's kind of a, I don't know. We don't know what's going on.
It's JDTC. We'll talk about whatever we please, man. We're talking to our friends, asking them, have you ever had this?
It's kind of a mystery, and that's what we do here on the channel.
Yeah.
We need to solve it.
You want a mystery?
The refrigerator mystery.
Yes. That's better than our last mystery. If you caught the last live, Jesse's mystery. Puppy Red Mustang, what's up? Long time no see. Miss Stanger, Miss Justice, Butterfly Kisses, Midnight Prayers. Man, there are so many trials going on. Me and Brandy's like, here's what we'll do. We'll split it up, and we're just going to give the best synopsis, I hope I'm using that right, of the gist of what's happened so far, where we're at, and
the rundown.
Updates. I got notes.
I didn't take notes.
Oh, what? You're not prepared?
Oh.
You should have took some damn notes, shouldn't you? Now, Leticia Stauch, she's the one who is on trial for killing her stepson, Gannon. This woman is...
Cuckoo.
No, she's not. She wants you to think she's...
No,
cuckoo.
There's something weird about her, okay? She might not be crazy, but she is kind of crazy. If you know what I mean.
She's creepy crazy, and that's no excuse
No,
whatsoever.
you can be crazy and still know what you're doing, I think. You know, she knew exactly what she's doing, you know, and she should pay for actions, but she's creepy and acts weird, crazy. How else would you say it?
You would say she's weird, creepy. Um,
Who would kill her stepson like that?
Thank you, Sonia Stenger.
Thank you, Sonia. And who would come up with all those stories like we believe her?
Man, and she tells some wild shit. She's at one point, and I wrote it, I took notes, like I said. She's talking about vampires, but they just happen to be the cast of Twilight. Is that what it's called? Twilight?
Yeah. She's like, oh, telling the story. Oh, I gotta come up with some names.
Y'all remember Twilight, right? Jacob and Edward.
That's the only two I know. So.
I mean, that's not even an attempt at being. Even the psychiatrist who went over this was like, that's just
BS.
Makes no sense. Why, if you had this disorder, you wouldn't just have original vampires you knew. You wouldn't be hanging out with the cast of Twilight.
Wow.
This woman's so desperate. Mm-hmm. And we listened to some bullshit that was probably too old. It's not even really relevant right now, but it was her talking to Gannon's dad. Man, she is just so full of it.
Quit yelling at me and I'll tell you.
Why are you mad at me? I don't know shit. I was just in charge. Last person seen.
He kept on asking about, you know, there's a big pool of, I guess we can say blood, on the floor. Where'd that come from? She just would not answer anything directly. Kept on avoiding every question. Of course, he was asking about the guy that was supposed to be there kidnapping Cannon.
And, you know, he's pissed, right?
Yeah.
You would expect Dawn might have reacted this way in Summer's case. Mm-hmm. You ever think about that? I don't know why he ain't pissed.
Yeah, I would be pissed.
If it happened the way she said it happened, still, she lost your daughter on her watch. Mm-hmm. I'd have a little bit of a grudge.
Candace, where is my daughter?
That story makes no damn sense.
If you're smart, you know, that story does not make no sense, does it? At all.
It don't.
So.
And this is what, like in this story Leticia's telling, it makes no sense. And this is the reaction I'd be having. He's like, bullshit, Tisha.
That don't make no sense. That's not what you told me.
That's not what you told me 5 minutes earlier. That's the kind of
reaction
you expect from somebody in very similar situations. Mm-hmm. Neither one of these guys was there, right? Mm-hmm. They're getting this secondhand from the person that was last seen with the child and their wives.
Right.
So it's very similar, and it's really interesting the different reactions you're getting.
I would expect to get shit from you if I lost her kid and didn't have a story or know what happened.
It was 2 minutes, John. I'm telling you, 2 minutes. I'd be like, what? 2 minutes? Out here?
Candace, we know you drink all day. Come to 5 o'clock. That day you start a little bit early. But yeah, I would be asking a lot more questions than Dawn does.
Yeah, he just seems, and he's even invented what happened. That's even weirder to me.
Yeah. He has the exact story that Candace has and Candace. How does he know if he wasn't there what happened?
Why does he believe that story if he wasn't there? Dogs didn't bark. No, Dawn. Thank you, Suzette.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Suzette. I was going to say, you need to do a better job, Dawn, trying to figure out what happened to your daughter.
Anyway, we're not here about that. We're talking about Tisha. Let's get back to Tisha, this crazy ass woman. She says at one point she thought she could have brought Gannon back, as in resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Why would you say that?
I think I think Tisha's been playing the long con since this shit dropped. Since she was in it, and she was in it. I think she's had in the back of her mind, I've got to leave something open for a crazy defense, and I think you're seeing pieces of that.
Well, that's all she had left, I think.
And there's so much of this phone interviews with her on it, and I mean, they're literally changing the story from something to something just completely different. Not like she left something out. I mean, the whole, just like starting from scratch.
At first, she didn't know what happened to him.
The versions get wild and they're all over the place, and they're playing all this for the jury.
At one point, she acted like she had personality disorder too. Just acted crazy.
Yeah. And she's been tested. Now, the way I got this, it was like she's been tested 2 times for being competent, and then another time for something else. I never heard what the other result was, but she's passed both the competency hearings. I'm assuming she's passed all 3 because she's on trial, though, right?
Now they explained it. What was the other one? I know you said that one. What was the other one they tested her for? It wasn't crazy. It's something like crazy, but a better mental illness, maybe, or I don't know.
It was competency and insanity.
Sanity, maybe.
Anyway, I think she ended up passing all 3 regardless. They just had the lady on the stand that was backing that up, right?
Yeah.
She's been on. And they're thinking that the reason she even using the insanity plea is it's the best way to get out of the death penalty, which is on the table for her because she committed the crime before they
had the
banished the death penalty or whatever's happened there.
In that state.
So she's eligible for the death penalty. A lot of people think that's a big part of the reason she's doing it the way she's doing it.
Yeah. Somebody said it's hard to pay attention in this case and then, watching Lori Vallow. Yeah, that's a juicy case also. There's a lot going on right now.
Getting to Lori, I got a page and a half on
I know,
Lori.
but I was just commenting to a question. That's all. Getting our people involved. Right? Right. It was Suzette. She just said, I tried listening to this case, but been listening to the Lori Vallow case.
Yeah, the Lori thing, it's wild. There's a lot that's happened there too.
That we'll get to her a little bit.
Yeah. I tell you, the West case, I haven't seen much, and they're on another break.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
They never do, like, it seems like a full week, then they took a week off. Trizelle's father, we've seen a lot about, Trizelle's dad, he's testified. And I don't know.
He said he hadn't seen the kids before or since they moved either. He hadn't seen them. And he was saying it was this totally shock surprise that, he's getting arrested for murder of the 2 boys.
I should introduce that better. We're talking about the California boys, Classic and Sincere. On their trial now, Jacqueline West and Trizelle West. In my opinion, this is a slam dunk. They have no proof that they was around for 3 months before they were reported missing. Anytime the parents aren't reporting their kids missing,
something's up.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
No parent of a missing child is not going to report their kid missing for, I don't know how long. I would go, I don't know. It wouldn't take long, 20 minutes maybe if I was half hour tops, because I'm going to look damn good,
Yeah, they brought up the last time they actually seen them was on a video. One of the other boys or brother, I think, took back in July. So that was even longer than what they're saying,
The last photo they said was July 25th.
Yeah, we're not saying that's when they went missing, but that's the document, the last documentation of them in there. So.
Yeah, but
that's sad.
Yeah, that's what
we're on. His dad. was on the witness stand. He was just talking about like he couldn't believe the charges and that he raised them to be a good dad because he didn't have a good father. Just going over how he's raised and stuff. Nothing big, I don't think.
Yeah, and he had stated he hadn't had them or seen them in a long time.
Yeah, because he would babysit them for him, all the kids. And since they moved, he hadn't watched any of them, which is odd.
I don't know, but I really kind of got the feeling he might be in the dark.
Yeah, the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's so. Trizelle West's dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I don't want to say who knows. I'm sure he had to start questioning why he wasn't seeing the other ones.
Right.
I tell you though, they've painted it from the get-go, like for whatever reason, I get the feeling that Classic and Sincere weren't treated like the other ones at all. Now there's 2 more biological and 2 more adopted, right? I really question how they treated the other 2 adopted.
Yeah.
Because she made the statement she feels one way about her biological kid and one way about her adopted kid. So I wonder how them other 2 adopted kids got treated.
She said she don't have the bond she has with her other kids. Now, see, I don't know if she's talking about her 2 kids that she actually had, or where she's including the other 2 adopted kids that she has a bond with.
She says biological,
so
and she says
2, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she even said this, that the brother or the siblings did not like them because they cried and whined all the time. That's what she said. They didn't get along. Of course, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, that's what they're going to do, They're still babies, toddlers, right? Why would you say that?
Because she is a horrible, horrible, horrible person.
I bet if you question the boys or the brothers, they're boys, right? The other ones, I think.
All of them, as far as I know.
Yeah, they would probably say something different. I'm sure they wouldn't say we didn't like her.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because it seemed like they didn't have a problem giving it up. They ain't seen them in months. They said that.
Yeah, they also said that.
And I wonder about that, because they had been gone for 3 months. Had they not threatened them? You better say you've seen them today, and they've been with us the whole time.
I'm sure they had that help with them, probably. You think? You'd think.
And God bless them little boys for telling the truth.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of. I seen one more thing too. They said that they had the boys' DNA from paternity test that was given a while back. That's how they come up with their DNA to test against other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, me and Brandy. Well, I don't know. I learned some stuff about the Lori Vallow thing from today that I didn't know. Right?
Yeah, Judith said, I think there's something in the water in Idaho. Lori Vallow, the Idaho 4 case, and Michael Vine case. Yeah, there's a lot of crimes in Idaho.
Wow, per capita, that's got to be extremely odd, all that happening in Idaho, ain't it?
The Idaho 4, that's really disturbing. That case, I just, it's a tough one. What happened to those kids?
The first thing I got down from the Lori Vallow case was Chad said him and Lori wouldn't be raising kids together.
Nope.
That's what he had told a friend.
That's odd. He has multiple kids. Most of them are grown.
His were grown, but how was he? I'm assuming this person didn't know she had kids as young as JJ and Tyler. They would have asked the question, well, what about
JJ? He's 7. Come on, you got 11 more years at least with him.
That's weird that he wouldn't. I tell you, them people's crazy though. I'm kind of even scared to talk about it. I'm afraid some of these cult followers will roll up on us.
She's a weirdo.
This whole zombie stuff and all that creeps me out, you know. See, and I didn't know that this was already a done deal. I didn't even realize this is what she's on trial for also, was killing Chad's wife, who died by asphyxiation. I had no idea. I thought what was the original report on the wife? Now, this is Chad, Lori's old man's wife he was married to before he got with Lori.
She, natural causes, she was buried for a long time. They had to exhume her body. So
he would have gotten by with that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He would have got away with it if the kids didn't go missing. So
Hi, Moon Goddess. Ada Cox, country Christian.
Hey, thanks for coming in. They would have got away with the murders of her and Lori's husband.
Yes.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so confused though. I keep getting lost on the Adam, or is that his name?
Alex Cox.
Alex, yeah.
Alex
the brother.
Yeah, he died also. They said they couldn't find anything in the system, but I don't know. I think it's awful suspicious, really.
This part was bad too. They said that Chad's sister had testified, and she was talking about growing up, they always had a pet cemetery where wherever they lived at, they'd have an area staked out, and that's where they would bury. They said they had a lot of pets, right? That's where they found Tylee.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was in a...
Yeah, because remember the big text that leaked? He was talking about he killed a raccoon and he's going to go bury it back there in the pet cemetery. And the investigation, they got something from that, a big lead. And
I also didn't know Chad Daybell, former grave digger.
Yep.
Did y'all know that? You knew that?
Yeah.
That's common knowledge?
Yeah.
Or you just know a lot?
No, I do.
I didn't know that. Oh, so creepy with all these people, ain't it? They said Tylee's DNA was found on the shovel and the pickaxe at Chad's house.
Yeah, he didn't even clean them off. What? That's crazy.
Now, you think how much time passed between when that happened and when they actually got those
was it
tools?
Year? It was a while.
It was a long time. This man didn't even go out and spray off the shovel or whatever else he used.
Stupid.
And it's making me think, do you think Alex is responsible for her or Chad? Alex is the brother, right? Yeah.
I think Alex was on the property the day after JJ was last seen. They did say that by phone records and stuff. I don't know about Tylee. I think Alex probably, they got him to do it. I'm thinking.
It's like Alex was their just hitman. How did he get talked into believe? Did he believe the zombie stuff too? You reckon?
Yeah.
This is amazing shit, man. It's almost like you're making it up.
Yeah. He was in a car accident at 16, and they said his mind, he was kind of stuck at 16, making decisions and stuff. So that would explain a lot, like how you couldn't convince somebody to do all that.
But he had gotten through. He got through the husband, Charles.
Charles.
And
I don't know about Tammy if he did it, or I don't know who did, that to Tammy. Read comment.
I fostered before. Hold on. I fostered 4 before I adopted the same 4, and I don't treat them any different than I treat the children that I had myself. Exactly, and it shouldn't be like that, you know?
No, you can't treat kids differently, that's awful. You shouldn't be adopting them if you don't do that.
Exactly. For her to even say that tells you she should have never been given children. That should have been a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to treat these kids the exact same as you treat your biological children? And if that question got answered with anything but yes or no,
Of course she's
move
gonna
on.
say yes, though. You know, I'm sure she'd lie, even if she didn't feel that way to get the kids.
Yeah.
So
That's gross. It makes me think they just did that for money. Don't you?
yeah. Why else would they adopt 2 boys or 4? A total of 4.
They also talk a lot about with Lori at trial is she doesn't seem to get rattled by much.
No.
Seems to genuinely be fairly upbeat for a woman that's on trial for the shit she's on trial for.
Harley never cries. One time when her sister was testifying, they said she might have had a tear.
And that's weird, man. She goes through them just talking about Tally and the shovel and the pitchfork DNA and pictures and all that. Said some of the pictures they wouldn't even let the crowd see, and some of them the jurors wouldn't even look at. They're so bad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Jurors crying, and she's just over there. I don't see any zombies in the courtroom today. All right, things are going well. Now Chad's in there at the same time, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, his trial's next.
They're separate. Yeah.
Oh.
It's an 8-week trial. They said they still have 6 more weeks.
And
that's what they predicted. It'll still have 6 more weeks to go. That's a long trial for her, just her, and all the evidence. So we'll be talking about this trial for a while.
I think they're all twisted their head, and Alex and Lori had a strangely close relationship.
Mm-hmm. Chad, that old Chad must be a good, I don't know, getting people to believe his crazy stuff he does, you know?
He's creepy, too. I get a creep vibe from Chad.
I thought it was more Lori. I think it's more Chad. He just, I think he's the manipulator, really. I believe. Now, maybe Lori, they said she started getting really religious before she met Chad and stuff, but meeting Chad took it to a whole different level of the creepy stuff he believes. I think he craves power, and that's one way he could get people to do what he said, and follow him. Just make up a bunch of stuff.
Well, that's the thing, too, they say about him, ain't it? Become narcissistic
personality. Yeah. Yep. I wonder if he even believes that stuff. You know what I mean? Or he's like, gosh, let's see what I can do just to see if these people follow me, what I can make up.
I tell you, I oftentimes think the people at the help that usually do believe it. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they take advantage of it, but I think a lot of times they probably do. You don't think he does?
Gosh, I would hope so. I don't know. You would think so.
Oh, here's a good comment. Yeah. Wait, what says, as for LV being such a wonderful mom, she should have been asking, where's my kids? But all she wanted was a bed and whatever reality she dreamed up. But look how she's aged. Yeah, they talked about.
I noticed that too.
Lori is not looking too hot after 3 in a cot.
Yeah.
3 hots in a cot. That's what Lori's been getting lately. And it looks like Lori probably better get used to that.
Yep. She does look rough, like she's aged a lot.
Commissary ain't got Botox, does it, Lori?
No.
Is that right? Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm. Botox, yeah.
Yeah. Ain't got, what else Lori used a lot of, you think? Bronzer.
Some lipstick. Well, they might have lipstick. Hair dye. She could use some hair dye.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. She was looking gray, wasn't it?
God, I would hate that. I have to go around cutting down my hair.
Oh, there's ways of getting around that shit.
Make your own dye.
I seen what's her name? Darlie Routier. She looked like she's getting ready for glamour shots, and she's on death row. She had her paper suit like all tucked and shit, and she, I guess, had put some Kool-Aid on her eyes, and I mean, she had done it up. I was like, how in the hell can you get that done up on death row?
My
They don't give shit.
my opinion, some of the women are more evil than a lot of the guys that commit crimes. You know, on their family. Some of these women, I swear.
They're still trying to get Darlie out of it. They're still good people pulling for her.
Her and Diane Downs, and there's a lot of these.
Ain't nobody. Only person that thinks Diane Downs is innocent's Diane Downs.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. I ain't never seen a group trying to get her ass out of jail. Everybody knows she's creepy and crazy as hell. That Darlie Routier, though, a lot of people seem to think she didn't have nothing to do with it. After I seen the silly string, and they're like, that's why she got convicted. I'm like, well, damn it. That's about enough. Any mom that could be doing that after a brutal knife attack from two people within a week is just something wrong with that person. I'm sorry. That just, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You think she's guilty? You've watched that case. She's guilty, right?
Yeah, because there's no, why would somebody do that? You know, come and stab two boys and her. You know, what did they get out of that? They didn't steal anything.
It didn't make no sense.
Stuff just don't make sense.
See, and they had things too, like the vacuum cleaner had been laid down after the blood had been. They had a lot of shit they had figured out. She had staged shit.
Yep.
Like the wine rack was perfect or something, but when you touched it like that, the glasses would fall off. Something like that. I don't know what.
Nothing. Then God said me and Brady wouldn't survive without her makeup. No. I'll be.
You be figuring something out, lady.
Makeup. Let me see what I can do. Huh? They got any arts and crafts here in jail, prison?
Yeah, I'm looking to reform. I need some arts and crafts stat. You be in there painting your shit on, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Stealing some paint, take it with me for my makeup. I'll figure out something. So I'll figure it out.
You'd still be late for shit, even in jail. God, just imagine with all the conveniences we have today, how long it takes you. Put you in jail, it'd take you like 30 hours to get ready.
No, that long.
32.
Yeah. Probably.
Something like that. What else was creepy about Lori that we wrote down? Oh, yeah. See, and here's another one. I think this Alex dude is the muscle that did most all this. Because his prints were found on the bags that was used on JJ.
Poor, why would they do that? It broke my heart too, because there's scratches around his neck where he tried to get the bag off his head.
And that Alex dude, man, it's like he just taking it. I would say he probably, under Tammy and Chad's evil plotting, took out everybody.
Lori and Chad.
Do I?
You said Tammy and Chad. I had to correct you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lori and Chad had Alex take out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow they took Alex out.
Yeah.
He was the last to go, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're scared he's on top.
See, man, and if
they say he just died naturally. I don't believe that. I really don't.
Think about them. If it looks like to me they could almost pull it off to where they could have blamed all this on him.
Yeah.
And got away with it.
That's probably what their plan was, you know?
I think maybe that was their plan. And what happened was the cops, that people got onto them too quick about Tylee and JJ, and they didn't have time. I don't know.
They didn't have time to plan it.
Right. as well.
Yeah. And before Tammy died, somebody, I think it was Alex.
Took shots at her.
Yeah.
She said she thought it was a paintball.
Yeah, I think it was a real good name.
That was 22 with a silencer on it, probably, is what I would say.
So.
Kim Fresh, Blissfulness, Gail C, Nana's Angels.
Hey, everybody.
What's up?
Somebody also shot at Lori's niece's husband, too. The niece was in the church, too. I forget her name, but Melanie, I think maybe.
Is that the one that was talking about to testify next and they think it's going to be all that?
Mm-hmm.
Melanie?
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is that her name? The niece of Lori? That's in the church also. I do believe that's it.
I don't believe Alex died from natural causes. Chad's wife was originally thought to die from natural causes too.
Yeah. See? I wonder. They had to exhume her body. I'm glad they did that.
I tell you what, it looks like to me they almost pulled this off. If you have him go and then you could blame it all on him and he did
Alex,
it.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I mean, there you go. His prints on the trash bag with JJ.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance this could have all got pinned on him after he's dead. Who knows?
Yeah. The stupid thing they did was bury it in his backyard. Chad's. Why would you do that?
The dumb thing they did, man, they did
a lot of stupid
took
stuff.
too many lives. There's no way you're going to keep knocking people off like they were and not get somebody on you. You know, they had got away with both of their spouses. You think if they would have stopped right there,
they probably got away with it for a while.
Yeah,
maybe forever.
Yeah.
So probably couldn't prove it either way.
I don't know, man. They could have damn near pulled this off if things would have went their way a little bit more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess what happened to JJ and Tylee, all that been out for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's awful.
Well, some of it since they found their bodies.
They said Tylee showed tool marks, so they did something. Who knows what? Dismemberment is what I would assume when you see that, you know. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's weird. At trial, it comes back to get him. His sister brings it up. Hey.
Yeah. Whitewood said Alex got paid well, and the religion didn't keep him safe either. He had the dirt on the idiots and the dirt and blood on his hands. Yep. So I guess he did. He probably did get paid. So
I'm gonna play him something real quick.
Okay.
That's pretty much everything
about the trial,
on the trial.
Wrap it
up so far.
All three of them going on.
Yeah. The gist of it. I want y'all to check this out.
Okay.
You want to add
No, I was just saying the Michael Vaughn case, the Sarah Wondra. I hope they still, find Michael or, do something about the charges on her.
See, I didn't have time to look into that. That's why I didn't bring it up. I didn't know if there anything had happened since they dropped it.
No, they haven't. No. I don't think anything's changed.
Singh lived in a shed with Noel's mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, Noel, and 6 other siblings.
Today we're talking about 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Now, little 6-year-old Noel's been missing since late October 2022. The Amber Alert for him wasn't sent out till March 25th of this year. But the Amber Alert has since then been downgraded because this has been changed to a murder investigation. Now, the story about what actually happened to him is kind of vague. They say that he didn't look good the last time he was seen. He seemed malnourished and sickly and stuff like that, like unhealthy, I think is how they described it. So charges on the parents right now are endangering and abandoning children, and now Archdeep has the charge for theft.
Police say the stepfather of a missing, presumed dead 6-year-old stole thousands of dollars from his workplace.
Investigators also noticed an abnormally large cash deposit into Archdeep's bank account.
What these parents have been up to is they've got their 6 kids and they've hauled ass. They're out of the country and they've left a wake as they exit.
Investigators say Singh used a credit card to charge the cost of their 8 plane tickets to India after Noel was reported missing.
The law enforcement does say, because they have searched for Noel, they haven't found anything that I can find that insinuates they have human remains or anything of that nature, but they have found items that they found worthy to document. They have found things. They're not really saying what those things are. This is awful, man. These people done got 6 kids hauled ass out of the country, and who knows what happened to Noel. How safe are those other 6 kids? Ain't that crazy? Have y'all heard of that little boy? I hadn't heard of him until I seen that the other day.
He was missing for a while too. Another case of the parents not calling and letting somebody know their kid is missing, and now they're on the run.
Yeah, I got their picture. I thought I clipped it. Let me see. Where's that? Yeah. That's them. These people, and I had to, her name is Cindy Rodriguez Singh. And this, I just learned, this was Noel's stepfather, is what it says in the article.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. These 9 people were living in a little storage building.
That's where they live, their house.
His name is Archdeep Singh, and they have 6 other children, and they are currently on the run in India.
Yep. I hope they find them. That's crazy.
Y'all should see that, though. At the first of the video, I don't know if y'all got to see it or not, though. It showed the building they live in. This was 7 kids and 2 adults, and it wasn't a very big building at all. Could you imagine?
I've never that many kids.
And I would, by looking at it from the outside, I didn't see to where it would make you. Did you see a window on it? I didn't even see a window.
No, and they dug up the yard, thinking he was there because the dogs sit on it or hit on it. They didn't find him. They're thinking he was moved. So I did see that when it first came out. That's how I've seen the case. I've seen it on YouTube.
The thing about it's weird though is he was in it. He worked for gas stations. That's how he stole the money he used to fund getting out of town. It's so weird that he would have to live like that, ain't it?
Yeah.
He was working.
Cost of living someplace so high, I guess. You have to resort to that.
Jesus, so I don't know how you could live.
But some people
7 kids
want to live like that.
in a room.
I don't even know if they had a bathroom.
I don't know if they had it. None of that.
Where
Air
they bathe.
conditioning.
Yeah. So it was awful. That little boy, I've seen some of the pictures. He just didn't look right to me. Before he went missing.
It's crazy, man, that they had to live like that. Let me start again, and y'all see the first part.
It cut off the house. I couldn't see it really.
Yeah.
Is it on the first part?
It was. Hold on. Let's try.
Singh lived in a shed with Noel's mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh. Noel.
It had windows.
Pause it.
And an air conditioner at least.
That was it, though. Y'all seen that?
It's like a tiny house for 9 people.
That was in Texas, wasn't it? Hold on. I had it in the video.
Singh lived in a shed with Noel's mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, Noel, and 6 other siblings.
Today we're talking about 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Now, little 6-year-old Noel's been... That makes... I don't know, man. That's amazing to me that you had that many people living in that little shed.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what happened to that old boyo.
I don't know. They've done something to him. He was, and what's crazy is they put out the Amber Alert, and it must not have been out in no time until they just take it down and do a help me out, make it a murder investigation.
Yeah, for some reason they know he's gone. I wonder why. They found some kind of evidence, I'm assuming, or they haven't seen him. They would have to have some kind of evidence to lead them to that conclusion, you would think, right?
Thing is, though, man, in November, they knew that they were looking at passports.
Yeah.
So they managed to hide this
for a while.
For a long time. I wonder why they didn't leave a lot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed here for months after he was already gone, I'm thinking, for sure. Because they ordered passports in November, didn't order him one. There's a reason you would think for that.
So he's gone for a while.
It was rented. I think they used to live in a house on the property.
Oh. Good luck finding them in India.
Well, right now, their charges are abandonment. What was it? Something in abandonment.
Yeah, child neglect, maybe. I don't know, something like that. They can't be extradited back to the United States, right?
They're not going to look for them for what their charges are until they upgrade that to something more serious. I don't see them over in India hunting them down.
They need to find him, the body, really. You know, then they could probably up it to murder.
Well, and you don't know what happened to him. Are the other kids safe?
Yeah, all 6 of them. I would like to know, you know.
And if you think about it, living in those conditions, man, what
I don't think
they're living like that. Imagine what they might be willing to do to hide or whatever, man. It's crazy.
Which maybe it was just for a short period, you know, or something. They're getting ready to move and live there, but I don't know. It's just weird.
That is a rough setup for somebody with that many kids.
I'll tell you what, it would be rough to hide a total of 8 people in India. You think they would stand out, you know?
Family of 8.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, just move into town. Unless, you know, the kids weren't out and about. They were hiding them, you know. They didn't go out much. Somebody could probably spot them.
Sitting here talking back at Brandy like she can hear me.
No.
I was agreeing.
Who was that? No,
Blissfulness.
oh. We're having a conversation.
They didn't want him. Someone else would have taken him. I feel like they took his life.
He's a cute little boy.
I don't get what happened to him. They said that he went missing like a week after his mom had twins.
What?
And they said at the time he was last seen, he looked really malnourished and he didn't look healthy. But it was right after she had twins, and then poof, he wasn't seen anymore after that.
So there's twins younger than him. Gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't find an order of how the kids are either, but I get a feeling they're all smaller.
Yeah. And some of the old ones probably could answer some questions, you know.
Yeah, they don't want them. See, and that makes you worry about that. Are
Yeah.
they willing to silence some to keep from saying something about what happened,
really.
man?
Yeah.
These people are on the run right now. I'm telling you, I think they should be after them.
I wonder how much money he took altogether. If it was more than just the plane tickets, you probably think he probably been saving.
They said he put the plane tickets on his credit card.
So he probably still has cash.
He stole. They said over 10,000.
Oh my goodness.
In cash. So if he didn't have to have plane tickets, and he had 10 grand.
I'm sure he had other money probably too. He could probably get pretty far for a while.
I don't know how.
Cost of living and stuff over there. I wonder if he knew somebody in India. Why did he pick India? I'm sure there's a reason.
He'd be roughing 8 people every day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking they know people probably in India. I don't think they would just go to India.
10 grand wouldn't get you long, you wouldn't think, on the lam. I'm sorry, not with that many kids.
Is his last name Indian or it's something?
His name is Arshdeep Singh.
Is that? See, I don't know what culture that last name's from.
I think it's Indian. They fled to India.
So maybe, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he fled to his home country. I'm thinking that's where he was from.
So I'm sure he had connections and stuff. I don't know about her, if she's from there.
Noah also had a disability and was reportedly abused. Yeah.
Poor little baby.
That's.
How old was he? 3?
6.
Oh, 6. He looked 3. He looked little. Wow.
Yep.
He would have been in school, wouldn't he? I wonder if they ever enrolled him in school.
That's not a problem anymore. It don't seem like getting by that.
They can homeschool him.
I mean, and do you think they even knew about them?
Hey, yeah, I'm sure the other ones had to be in school or something. You'd think.
I just wonder how the dude was living like he was, as to what else he might have been up to. That's just wild to me, to live in that little building with that many kids. You know? And I think the fact that he was able to get 10 grand shows me that
they're planning it probably for a little while. I'm thinking maybe they got frustrated with him, had 2 new babies, and over-disciplined them or something, you know. My opinion, maybe, is what happened.
And then there is Bella Fontanelle, who was found on her mother's front lawn in a 10-gallon bucket.
What?
Dead. Allegedly, the dad's girlfriend is accused of this homicide. WTF, the world is freaking crazy.
I heard
about that.
Oh, I haven't. What was it?
Where they was charging the dad's girlfriend.
Bella, look that up. Have you heard of the mom that's missing? Her name's Madeline Kingsbury, I think, or something like that. They've been looking for her for weeks.
Y'all heard about that? Brandy's been telling me about it for about a week. What's her name? One more time.
Madeline Kingsbury. I think it's Kingsbury, something like that. I might be saying it wrong, but.
Jesse says, "Oh God, that's awful. They have her on camera wheeling it down the sidewalk."
Ew, wow. People are evil, I tell you. People just get evil and evil.
What was the theory we heard the other day about what's making these people do this? Just these random crazy things.
It could be a lot of things.
I heard something good the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but I tell you, man, it piles up. It seems like it comes in waves too, don't it? Just evil, evil, evil.
Bradley said Bradley was talking about this morning, some kind of poison in some in the water and stuff you drink. I forget what he said. No. I don't know. I have to ask him. He was talking about that this morning.
And it causes you to do crazy shit.
Yeah. So I don't know what it was. something's going on for people to be acting like they do. I can't get over like the school shooters. Like one day they wake up and just go kill a bunch of people.
This is a good point too. He had to have help for 10K or he was a manager. That's what I'm saying, man. They just ain't letting everybody know how to get into the safes and the 10 grand.
Yeah.
Able to hide it. So why is a manager at this bullshit living like he's living?
Yeah, I'm sure they only have so much available cash, you know, in the drawers and stuff. All that was probably in the safe. I wonder if he stole it over days or all at one time.
No, I think he stole it all at once, and they said he had written a deposit slip and cheesed it to buy him some time, I think, which bought him enough time, I guess, to haul ass. He had planned it out, I think. Well, I bet his people are pissed at him because I get the feeling they were, I don't know, whoever let him have access to the safe and their 10 grand's gone, you know they are mad as hell.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I bet it takes a lot of.
See, there's charges for that, embezzlement or.
See, that's theft. If it's 10,000, I don't. Is that enough to go international? I don't know. See, there's extradition laws and shit, but I'm thinking they're trying to find him or enough to say that for sure he's gone, and they're going to try to get him on whatever that warrant looks like, 1st-degree murder, whatever it is, right? I just don't think they got enough yet. I hope they manage to extradite his ass, man. Hi, Lil Wing. Jesse, I didn't realize there was also going to be like a YouTube pay-per-view fight coming on. Did you know that? It's going to be White Boy versus Doug, is it? Or Josh? Doug.
You what now?
Who is the YouTube fight going to be, Jesse? They're talking about like getting it sanctioned and everything.
Actually fighting?
$5 grand, I think, is. I don't know, Jesse. I knows what I'm talking about. You don't know, Jesse? I was watching it. It's White Boy and whoever that is he's fighting with are supposed to actually have a UFC style fight. It's in the works. It's what I've seen.
On what channel? On Spice Channel? Or they just
I don't know.
It?
No, I mean, I don't think it's. I think it's just one of them was like, hey, I'll kick your ass. Now was like, oh, really? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do this. And now it's got to where it's actually supposed to happen. I know there's talk of $5 grand for something. I'll next time I'm on Monday morning, I'll know. Okay. I'll have all the details. I seen it in like 10 seconds of a video the other day and thought everybody knew about it.
It's not.
What'd you find? What was you looking at?
The old girl that you were talking about filming.
Hi, Jules.
What was her name? I don't even know. I was just looking.
That would be fun to see. I'm telling you, I didn't invent that. I can't believe I'm the only one that's heard. Doug ain't want to fight, LOL. Well, now there was talk that one of them was trying to get out of it, but I want to believe.
You know how guys are. They start getting mad at each other. Man, I'm gonna whip your butt. Oh yeah, you wanna fight?
Jesse, I didn't dream that. Other people's heard about it.
In the ring.
Hi, Florence White, Linda Wilson.
Everybody coming in? We're having a good old time here.
Yeah, we went through all the trials.
At JDTC. Yeah. Sorry, I threw that out.
You trying to plug?
Can you? I guess you can see it. Yeah, you can see it.
See what?
Letters.
Oh, yeah, you can see them.
Maybe they're too close together. No, you can see
There's some beef going on between Doug and White Boy circulating around between them, both of them, sadly. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. But I have seen where they are supposed to fight.
That's bull crap. You know, they're supposed to be talking about cases and stuff. I guess whatever. They need attention, so I guess that'll be the
See, Linda's heard about it.
But nobody said they haven't. It wasn't true.
Jesse said I dreamed it, Brandy.
Some people just haven't seen it. So don't get offended.
Oh, I'm so offended. Can't you tell?
I believed you. Okay.
How can you not believe me? I'm tired. You ready to go?
I wouldn't give it any. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it. Would you watch it?
Hell yes, I would watch it. I'm a dude, ain't I? Two people that I happen to know who they are going to fight each other. Would I watch it?
Come on, Doug. You got this, white boy. Who's going to win?
I don't know. I don't know them that well.
I don't either.
But I'd be willing to do some research if it actually goes down. If I ever hear, hey, it's going down, blah, blah, I'll watch it. You won't?
Mm-hmm. They should do some videos of training.
We need an undercard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, we'll do an undercard. I'll thumb wrestle JLR.
If they do it, they should do like raise money for a case or for something good.
Yes.
Yeah. So a private investigation, or I can't talk, investigator for Summer's case. There we go. That's what we need, right? A PI for Summer's case?
Yes.
Definitely. Maybe it would get somewhere. Wouldn't that be great? If I had the money, I would pay for one myself.
I'd love to have a private investigator, man. I've said forever that if
Philip Klein, right? Is that who we go?
I mean, just a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I would love to try that, at least to see if we got anything new. Like, they would probably have a hard time. Nobody would, the family probably wouldn't talk to them, whoever it is. You think?
What?
Summer's family, if we hired a private investigator, would talk to them.
That's the thing is.
Would they be willing to help?
I don't know how much help they could do because they probably ain't even gonna be able to go there on the property.
Oh yeah.
I'm doubting Don and Candace would tell them shit or even talk to them.
They would just have.
But still, they would have advantages.
Social media.
They
a bunch of witnesses, and everybody they could interview.
Yeah, and maybe somebody would feel. There's a lot of people I feel like just don't like cops and ain't going to tell a cop something no matter what, just because there's whatever.
Or maybe
that might slide a little piece of information to a private investigator.
Or maybe they have told cops and cops just don't talk about it. Or, you know what I mean? Not take it serious. Or they're hiding the info, So I think law enforcement have probably more than what we know.
Somebody was saying the other day
it's just not out there.
They think that law enforcement is like this close to putting a bow on it.
Gosh, it would be so awesome.
Oh man, and I've said time and time again, I will make 100 apology videos. My bad. I read it wrong, Ronnie. Whatever. I hope. I would love to get the opportunity to say I was wrong.
Yeah, me too. I would. I apologize.
If they pull something out right now, I tell you though, I'm just going to be like.
I kind of feel bad, Michael Vaughn, because there for a little bit, I thought Brandy did act kind of suspicious. So I don't think she had anything to do with it, though. Really, now, Michael Vaughn's case.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell,
I don't.
Your brain goes to what makes sense, and now in Summer's case, I think Candace is hiding something.
Oh, I know it.
So even if she didn't do it, she knows she is lying about the timeline. She's lying about something,
Yep.
That's all there is to it. So.
Yeah, but they was talking about, the finding the jacket. My only thing with it was, well, it wasn't listed as what she was wearing when she went missing, but I would think TBI still might want to look at it to identify what the stain was, but I'm assuming.
Where'd they find it at?
Kathy had it.
Have the jacket?
Yeah.
Then why didn't she come forward with it? Everybody know. I wonder.
Candace had left it there or some bullshit. But come forward with it for what?
Because they thought she was wearing it when she went missing.
No, they didn't. If you look on the flyer, look and see what it says she was wearing.
Yeah, but she's wearing it on the day of.
Yeah,
it would be a good piece of evidence. Because she had it on her body. Really. My opinion.
It may have. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. But they said that there was no interest in it, is what I was told. Right?
I guess. I haven't investigated it much.
Yeah, Jules. Brandy doesn't think Brandy did anything either.
Yeah.
We're just saying, you know.
At one time,
I just thought.
I thought twice about it, but I don't think she did anything. I think she just tried to find her missing son, you know. Whatever she could do, really.
Yeah, I feel really bad for her after they're letting what's her name out. I just don't even know where to go with that, you know. Hi, Angie Davis.
She probably was thinking, good, you know, they're going to get me an answer. But now, I thought they were digging up that backyard. They would have found something, or they had a lead. I just don't get that part, you know.
Don't you think law enforcement should have the jacket to sniff for the dogs? Those scents are long gone now. I don't think any, you know, it's been almost 2 years. There's ain't going to be any sense left.
It's probably been washed a bit.
I'm sure it has, yeah.
Well, I wonder why Candace was hauling around with her. Do you think of that? That's weird.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I said, no, I haven't thought of that.
It's weird.
I don't know that she was. I just, I don't know why she wouldn't just keep all that shit at home. I don't know why Candace does none of the shit she does.
Yeah, it was at Kathy's.
It makes zero sense to me about any of it.
I'm sure Candace, well, I'll take that back. I was going to say Candace has probably been asked about that. Maybe her clothes she had on that day, but Candace didn't answer a lot of questions on YouTube when she was on YouTube. So
she ain't going to answer no questions.
Nothing that makes sense. She don't have
to when nobody. Well, she ain't getting asked them the majority of the time. You know, she's not going to just start volunteering shit. You know, we can give up on that ever happening.
Candace asking or answering questions, serious questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Don was all over YouTube, but he answered questions, but I don't know. Nothing great.
I don't think that's where it's going to happen. And I think I'm just praying to God there's more evidence than we know about.
Be nice.
Everybody, let's just pray for that. If you want to get behind something, that's a good, honest, worthy cause.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hope. Never know. Maybe it's all right there.
One thing.
Just need one little tip.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. One person coming forward, seeing something that day. You know.
That's all it takes.
So, be nice.
And I'll be glad when all these trials are over with so we can concentrate on one. It's hard to keep up with 50 damn trials.
Yeah, it's weird how all of them are at the same time, you know? So.
I tell you.
All these horrific crimes on kids, it's awful.
It's bad. All right, guys, we're going to go.
We're going to go.
Appreciate everybody for coming Friday night.
Friday Night Live.
I think that they're about to round them up in Monkey's Cage just because they left that lady doesn't mean they're not about to be making big moves. Yeah, I hope so too. I still feel like they didn't go through all they went through to not get somebody's ass. I feel like maybe
they ran out of time to charge her or keep her in there with the charges they had without any evidence. So, you know, is what I'm thinking.
Thank you, Angie Davis.
Oh, thank you, Angie. I was going to say Miss Davis. I could say that too, but thank you, Angie.
If y'all get any crazy, see anything crazy come out from me, disregard it. I got hacked today, so
On Facebook.
I'm hoping it's not going to spread to my channel. Jesse, I need to talk to you later, see if you know how to help me with that, because I clicked on something and then I got scammed, and then it cost me to pass it on, kind of, didn't it? It's wild. This thing got sent to me, and it was like, I think you went to high school with this guy. You're not going to believe what happened to him. And I was like, oh, shit. And I clicked on it, and now it sent that to everybody I know almost in my name. So if you see anything crazy, disregard, right?
Yeah, it's on his personal Facebook.
I hope that's, I shut it down, I hope. So let's hope it don't go any further than that. Oh, Lord, you need your Meteor manager. That's you, Jesse. That's why we got to get on that shit in a minute. I'm scared it might mess something else up. But thanks, everybody, for coming.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Monday. We'll see y'all Monday, probably.
We'll see everybody Monday morning.
Definitely.
Probably.
Yes, we'll see you Monday. Definitely.
11 a.m. sharp. Eastern Standard.